Hey there, welcome back to the Hot Slice podcast brought to you by the team at Pizza Today. There's three of us on the call. Katie was on vacation, but we have me, executive editor here at Pizza Today, Denise Greer, and we have Josh Cowan, our creative director, and editor-in-chief, Jeremy White. Hello, guys.
Hello,
Hey,
Denise.
hey.
Hello, Jeremy.
Hey. Okay, you guys, this is the pre-Pizza Expo show. How excited are we?
Very excited. This is a very special episode today. Very special episode. We've got to get everybody hyped. I mean, if you're not hyped to go to Pizza Expo, I don't know what's wrong with you already, because you should be hyped weeks out. But because I know I am. But this is the podcast for you here.
Absolutely. And I am thinking about, I keep looking on social media and everyone is so excited for the show. I mean, yeah. I'm seeing so many people talking about getting together with their friends and the people they're going to see and the things they're going to do at the show. Like, it's all over social with, the hashtag Pizza Expo. It's amazing.
We always say that it's a large family reunion, and that's exactly what it is. So as Josh said, yeah, I mean, we are 1 week away and it's time to get hyped.
Yeah. And, we had Pizza Expo in 2021 in August, but, let's all agree it was not March. It was, in August. Things were still very nutty. So to have it back in March, the NCAA tournament starts this week.
Yeah.
It's all happening at the same time. I'm so excited.
It just feels right when March Madness is happening, mm-hmm. and it's not 942 degrees outside. It just feels right when it's in the spring. Yeah. And the red carpet is back too. We are rolling out the red carpet for our pizza fam.
Yeah, man, that red carpet. Wow.
A lot of red carpet.
And I think about it starts the minute I step off that plane. And actually it starts on the plane because I'm flying out of Indianapolis. So I know there are going to be pizzeria operators flying in from Indy. I think I saw Q Wimberly on my flight last time I flew out.
Nice.
So from Louisville, you all fly and see people. So it hits the minute we go.
Yeah. I have been reading the Pizza Expo show issue to further add to the hype, to further get me pumped up for what's about to happen. We've got this awesome, the whole magazine is awesome, but we've got these great yellow pages inside, kind of let people know what's going to be happening mm-hmm. at the show with some of the seminars. I'm really pumped about this one, Denise. Yeah. Right here in the orange, mm-hmm. looks like he's about to go hunting. Our buddy Scott Sandler, he is going to talk about making plant-based work financially. As we recall from the show floor last August, plant-based kind of just skyrocketed.
It took over the show.
We went from a handful of plant-based exhibitors to 947 plant-based exhibitors. It felt like, but Scott's going to talk about how to make it work financially, which is just a huge component if you are going to delve into plant-based products.
Yeah, because with plant-based, you cannot run your costs like you do a meat product, because if you do, you are going to lose so much money on that product. So you need to treat it as a premium. Vegans and people who are eating plant-based are used to paying a premium for those items. So cost it out like you need to. And Scott's going to really go into some of that.
Yeah.
And we saw we saw the vegan pizzas carry on over into the pizza challenge as well.
Yes,
there were quite a few vegan pizzas in the challenge last year. So I'm sure there's going to be more this year. So it's really exciting.
Yeah. And hey, let's talk about the competition, because I'm excited to get back there, because you guys know we'll text each other and be like, hey, pizza's coming out that you want to have, and so we're like running to get over there to try different pizzas. And it's going to be so great to see all the competitors.
It really is. I think that I love all the categories, but I think lately the pan division has mm-hmm. become my favorite. And honestly, pan pizza is not my favorite style of pizza personally. I like a thinner pizza, just talking personally, but I'm seeing so much creativity right now in the pan division. Mm-hmm. They're pushing the envelope a little bit, and that's really thrilling to see, which is kind of why I tend to gravitate towards that section at the moment.
Absolutely. I actually have gone, like, I love pan, and pan's so, so good. But I find myself going back to traditional a lot.
Same here.
And,
Yeah.
just getting the basics down, getting that cheese pizza where, the cheese pizza that won last year was just amazing. It had clarified butter in it. I've never heard of using clarified butter in the pizza. I thought it was amazing. So I'll be excited to try those, the basic ones, but also those that are going way outside the box. We see those in the non-traditional, that just, they get some wacky items on there, and you're like, I never would have thought of putting this on a pizza.
Yeah.
And you know what? They end up doing really well, and it works.
Yeah.
They've been testing all year to get
And
it.
as a photographer, the non-traditional category is my favorite because it's just, it's a photographer's paradise seeing all these different styles and colors and whatnot on pizzas. It's great.
Yeah, for sure.
My first year, it may have been my first year or second year, somebody did a pizza that was a recreation of a burning historic building. I don't know.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was.
I think that was a fever dream, Denise. I don't think that was even real.
It really was. And I was like, what? This is what the competition is. And it was really interesting, though. And then I always love, like, I don't know, I love the lemon twists on top.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's so pretty.
I'm still not a fan of seafood. Anything with seafood on it. Any seafood pizza, I just can't do. Can't do. I appreciate it. It looks amazing, but I can't do it.
We have had some good seafood pizzas over the years, though. I can remember one that had lobster on it that was really phenomenal. I'm like Josh. I don't love seafood much in general, and so I really don't love it on pizza. I'm kind of still the 8-year-old who will only eat fried shrimp, really, when it comes to seafood. So.
Well, but I have had some dynamite salmon pizzas. I don't know. That sounds really odd. I don't know if you remember this, Josh, but we went to a place in California, and it was a watermelon and salmon pizza. I don't know if you remember.
It was in Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento.
It was like one of your first trips.
Yeah, it was one of my first. I don't know why. I still remember that pizza. So there you go.
I can't remember the name of the pizzeria but Paisanos.
That was Paisanos. Yeah, that was good. That was good. So,
hey, what's the weirdest topping or combination that you guys have seen in the non-traditional division? I can remember blood sausage a long time ago. Rattlesnake, ostrich. I mean, so many weird. People really
alligator.
Yeah, I saw alligator. That was definitely.
It was on a pan pizza a couple years ago.
Didn't somebody put steak on a pizza?
Yeah, rattlesnake.
Yeah. Somebody put snake on a pizza. That was different. Any of the gamey type things are going to be pretty out there because a lot of people aren't used to using game items.
Yeah. It's a risky move. It's a risky move if you're in the competition, but it's a nice bold move too. At the same time, you're going to get a lot of talking about it. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to win, but you're going to get a lot of talk about it. So.
And you do get.
I remember.
Sorry. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Well, do you remember? I think it was Chef Eric Von Hansen 5-6 years ago. Brought in some beef from Japan that was like
some Wagyu beef.
$1 billion an ounce.
This is the best darn beef ever out there, right?
Yeah. I almost hit him over the head with a peel and stole a big steak and just ran back to the hotel. You're
like,
it's
but
insane.
we're in Las Vegas, which means we can go out and get that dinner anywhere we want. We just have to be willing to pay for it. You have to be willing to pay that $300 bill to get that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about some of the non-traditional items, and I'm thinking fruit. There are some wacky fruits out there that people are putting on pizza. And I feel like fruit is becoming more and more of a thing on pizza because it's that sweet and savory going together. We can talk all day about pineapple, but there are so many unique fruits. And I'm actually seeing a lot of citrus on pizzas these days because of the balance with the acidity, with the sweetness and tart, balancing all those other, especially with like pancetta and ham and those kinds of things. That just that saltiness with it is just perfect.
And don't sleep on dessert pizzas. Those can
No.
those
Uh-huh.
can win the competition as well. Our buddy
Mhm.
Theo won with
Theo.
a dessert pizza, and I still
Yeah.
think about that pie. I
Yeah.
mean, it was amazing. So yeah, don't sleep on the dessert pizzas too. So if you see one of those at the
Yep.
competition area, be sure to grab those as well.
Hey, I'm excited.
Yeah,
He's going to be
Theo's.
there. Theo's going to be
Yeah,
there from
Yeah, yeah.
Australia. So
I
that's
know.
pretty exciting to get somebody from Australia back, because we definitely missed our international contingency during the show this last year.
Yeah. And Miss Theo in particular, it's always great to see him, give him a big hug, find out what's going on down under, and just talk to him about his business and what he's doing. Because, Theo's always ahead of the game a little bit. He's always out ahead of the curve, and what he's doing in his kitchen, we see in other kitchens 4 years later. He's kind of like Tony G, but in a whole nother part of the world. So he has different ingredients, seasonal ingredients that he works with, that he has access to, and he just does so many cool things.
Oh, another weird topping. I've seen spam on pizza. The Hawaiians love it.
The Hawaiians love spam.
Yeah, Scott Wiener just put it in his article about spam pizzas, and yes, it's definitely a delicacy to some.
So I think you're supposed to drink. People talk about beer and pizza and all those good pairings. I think with spam pizza, you're supposed to drink Tang.
Oh, yes.
I didn't even know Tang still existed. Does it still exist?
I don't know. Is it still a thing?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Bacio is celebrating its 10-year anniversary, a decade of exceptional Italian pizza cheese, unmatched consistency, and partners that have become family. If you haven't had the chance to try it, purchase Bacio today and enroll in the Gold Club to receive cash back for every pound you buy. That's right, get rewarded for every single pound of cheese purchased. Schedule a demonstration at baciocheese.com/hotslice to learn more. Pizza is your legacy. Build it with Bacio. Performance Food Service is proud to deliver high-quality products, innovative technology, and custom operational solutions to restaurants of all sizes across the country. The flagship division of Performance Food Group, with deep roots in the restaurant industry, Performance Food Service has been the exclusive distributor of the Roma family of brands for more than 65 years. This signature relationship has allowed Performance Food Service to become a leader in the pizza and Italian segment of food service nationwide.
So speaking of Theo, we get to see the tag team back again, John Gudikants and Theo on the mic at the International Pizza Challenge. If you don't go to a show in Las Vegas, just go back there and they will entertain you for hours.
Do we need to play Whoop There It Is when they walk into the show as a tag team back again? We should just pipe it through the speakers.
Yeah. I mean, that they're so entertaining together, and it's just great that they found each other, and the formula works with them being MCs back there.
Yeah,
we could cancel the party because they are the party. When you think about it.
I think people would be really mad if we canceled the party.
Oh my gosh,
it's the acrobatic finals, and people get there so early to get those front row, or to get in there and get their good spot so they get a good view of the World Pizza Games finals. Because I mean, it's just one of the most. It definitely is. Just so fun to watch.
Yeah. And if you can't make it to Pizza Expo this year, we're going to be live streaming it. The World Pizza Game Finals on Wednesday night. It'll probably be Wednesday afternoon if you're on the East Coast.
We'll definitely keep everybody notified.
Yeah, we'll let everybody know.
That's going to be on pizzaexpo.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we'll notify everybody on social, and we'll make sure we put it on Pizza Today and link it over so that anybody out there that isn't tied to it can make sure they're on too, because it's really fun. So I'm really excited that we get to stream it, because I had actually somebody from Alaska that's like, look, it's winter, I got to stay here. Like, if the power should go out, I got to run generators so we don't lose our business.
So that's a no. You're not coming to Pizza Expo.
No, they're like, hey, it was easy in August because we didn't have to worry about generators. But
we found the one person who loved it being in August. All right,
that Florida folks loved it in August too.
They loved it too. It didn't
they're
interfere
not
with
on spring break.
True. Yeah, true.
So another big new kind of feature to Pizza Expo this year is we're in the Las Vegas Convention Center's brand new hall, West Hall. And I'm really excited about that. I've never been in there. I've seen photos and video. And so I am super excited about being in the new hall and seeing everything that it has to offer.
And riding
She's
that
a beaut, Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I actually didn't get to go to, because some people had the opportunity to go tour it in August, but I didn't get over there and tour it. So this will be my first view of the West Hall. So I think that's the big thing for people is you're going to have to understand where everything is again, because, you know, it's just in a different place.
Even us.
Yeah.
Even us.
So, and that's where the app comes into play, because it is going to get you everywhere you need to go and try not to get lost. So, you know, we will have some people call our main office line to ask questions about that. And really you want to call the convention center if you need help with directions, because we're not at the office. So it's really, a lot of that goes to our voicemail, which we may get a little later. So yeah, any directionals, definitely go with the convention center folks for that.
Yeah. Or if you bump into us, ask us. Yeah. We'll help each other find it, because you know, like I said, we're brand new.
And we will pull out our phones and pull up the Pizza Expo app and help you out.
Yeah. You know,
as we figure it out as well.
You know, speaking of the app, you know, I love the app. And and I don't know if people know all the cool things you can do with the app, because there is an actual attendee login area where you can do a lot more. You can, you know, set appointments, you can maneuver around it a little bit, but just in the general section of the app, like you can flag things that you want to go to. You can make your lists for your planner where you've got your itinerary all scheduled. So you know where to be, how to do it, and what's going on.
Sometimes, you know, at the show, you get wrapped up in something. You get wrapped up in a demo or a competition or something like that, or just walking the show floor. Oh, I forgot that seminar that I really wanted to go to.
Yeah, so you can set notifications for yourself to say, hey, I got an alarm to make sure I get to this session, you know, like Women in Pizza, or, you know, Overcoming Obstacles panel. Not that those are my panels, but I mean, those are ones you want to go to, right?
Shameless plug there.
Shameful plug.
That's right. But there is one like little basic thing that I tell people, because they don't really ever know, like, okay, well, when's everything taking place? Well, if you're on the app and you go to, and you're on the homepage, if you go to the event info area, it's going to give you a breakdown of what time everything's happening, from show floor open to when the education starts, the keynotes, when the demonstrations start, when the parties start, when everything is happening. That's going to give you a basic breakdown when that's all happening. So that's just a good thing to always keep in your mind.
That's the best feature. I can't live without that. I mean, look, Vegas is notorious for making people lose track of time. I mean, obviously in the casinos, that's all intentional. You don't know what time of day it is when you're sitting in the casino, right? And that just happens when you're out there at Pizza Expo. Like Josh said, you get wrapped up into watching someone compete in the International Pizza Challenge, and then you remember, oh, I wanted to go check out this point of sale system or this new plant-based product, or I wanted to go see seminar XYZ. Denise, want to plug one of your panels right there? And then, you lose track of time, and you can only be one place at one time, obviously. So without that feature, I would just be running around in circles trying to figure out what's next.
Yeah.
But,
oh, sorry, Josh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you're still rocking the flip phone, which I know quite a few of you are.
We've seen them. I
have seen them.
You'll be getting the show guide. You'll be getting the show guide in your packet when you pick up. So we have you covered here as well. Just, you know, if you have that flip phone.
Absolutely.
Hey, we do still look in the year 2022. We still see people pulling this number with a show guide.
Yeah.
Looking, okay, they're booth number 1048, and then they just take off. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, all right, and that's why we do it.
The biggest question I get, and especially if I'm at the Pizza Today booth, somebody will run up to me and be like, where is this and this and this booth? You know, and all I'm going to do is go on the app and search for that company and do it. Right. So I will tell you, if they just go to the app and search for the company they're looking for, there's an option to map it. So it will show you exactly where on the show floor that exact, booth is. So it makes it really easy to find everything, because, you know, getting to everything fast is the biggest challenge, because you want to be able to, you only have so much time at Expo, and you want to, make it as efficient as possible. So use the Map It feature, because it is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Soak it all in. There's just so much to see and do. We say it all the time. It sounds cliche. So much to see, so much to do. Taste, sight, smells, and we would talk about it, and it does again just seem cliche to us, because we've gone so many times, but there is literally day after day is just jam packed. There is so much awesomeness to partake in.
If this is your first time at Pizza Expo, be sure to network and talk to the people there, because they love sharing. If the pizza industry is known for one thing, it is sharing. So make some friends, make some connections. You never know what you're going to learn from these people. Don't be afraid to do it. Everybody's very open as far as that goes.
Yeah. Josh and I were in Nashville last week. We were sitting down with Clint, who is one of the 3 founders, general partners of Slim and Huskies. And he had never been to Pizza Expo. He was supposed to go in March of 2020 when it was canceled due to COVID-19. And his primary supplier is trying to get him out there this year, but he's got a very busy schedule with some store openings. He's kind of on the fence as to whether he can make it this year, but he's definitely going to plan to attend next year. But he hasn't been to one yet. And Josh and I were just kind of telling him a little bit about the lay of the land and how it works. And I think he quickly realized, oh, wow, if I go, I need to take a team of people so we can divide and conquer. One person can't just walk around the show and get everything you want to get out of the show.
Yeah, and you have to have a strategy too for tackling the show floor, because our show floor is so big that if you try to take it all in, and because I know people that'll just walk aisle to aisle and go up and down them and then just be done, and so they miss a lot. What I like to do, and this is just what I do personally, especially with the time that I have allotted, is I put the show floor into thirds, and then I take 1/3 Tuesday, 1/3 Wednesday, and 1/3 Thursday. That way, like, I can process each individual one, because I'm out there looking for trends. I'm looking for, what's hot on the market, what's, just so that we can relay that to our audience. And so being able to take it in small chunks versus the show floor as a whole, I think is a really good strategy to tackle it.
My strategy is pure chaos. I run around the show floor like a crazy person, and I probably just end up seeing half of it because I'm running around so much.
I've done it both ways. This is going to be my 22nd Expo, and I have done it both ways. But I think the cliche, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? I think if you take small chunks and say, okay, I'm going to go down these 2 aisles before noon today, and then I'm going to go do whatever, and then I'm going to go down these 2 aisles in the afternoon, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to hit these 2 aisles. I think if you break it into chunks, it's more manageable, it's less overwhelming. You can actually take your time speaking to vendors, getting your hands on if it's a hand-on product like a point-of-sale system or an oven, physical product you can actually touch and get your hand on. Or if it's
test drive
say a marketing service, then you can actually take more than 5 minutes to make small talk with the person in the booth. You can actually ask detailed questions about that service or that product, and really get an education, because education is really what Pizza Expo is all about. You want answers, you have questions. But you have to be willing to take the time to ask those questions and listen to those answers, versus just pick up a business card or a brochure and then go on to the next booth. That's
Jeremy,
not the best strategy.
Jeremy, I don't want to make you feel old or anything, but there are gonna be some kids. There are gonna be some kids in that box folding competition or the pizza games that wasn't even born when you started going to Pizza Expo. So
Oh my
it's like
God.
you're like the Tom Brady of Pizza Expo now.
I just like Tom Brady, I grew a beard. I announced on Twitter yesterday that I'm coming back out of retirement, and I will be at this Pizza Expo.
That's awesome. It's my 10th, so I mean, Josh, it's your what, 15th, 14th, 15th?
15th, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Time
Oh,
flies when
yeah.
you're having fun, kids.
It really
That's
is.
right.
They all kind of run together, which is a good thing. That means they're all great. So,
And did
yeah.
we impart our wisdom here in this podcast? Did we really give them what they needed based on our sheer years of?
We probably could have done a better job, to be honest. But hey, we were here to hype up the show, not give all the information. So
yeah, you got to hold a little back for the show, because people want wisdom
their
from us
own
in
experience.
person.
Yeah.
When they see us in Vegas face to face, they want wisdom there.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to hold just a little bit back so that we have something to give in Vegas.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
Got to keep a bit of the mystery alive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And you got to come see us at Pizza Today booth. I'll be probably the one there sometimes. And then Jeremy will probably be there a little. Josh may be running around like a crazy man.
Yeah, I don't know. I might just be sitting on the couch at the Pizza Today booth the whole time. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. And then
we are signing autographs on Thursday from 10:30 to 11 a.m. only. The line will be long. I'm sorry if you don't get one, but they're free. We're not charging for our autographs.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere till everybody gets an autograph. I'm not going. That's just the kind of.
Josh is a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people.
Me, I like my autograph to be worth more, so I'm signing a limited quantity and then getting out of there like a rock star.
I don't think I've ever signed an autograph, and I'm probably never going to sign an autograph.
Hey, if you're out there and you're listening to this and you're still listening to this,
please
find Denise and get an autograph.
Please.
Let's make her dreams come true.
Our goal at Pizza Expo is for Denise to sign 200 autographs. So please ask Denise for an autograph.
No, I don't want to cramp up here. So I am actually really excited for the 365 booth because that thing is going to be kind of neat. Like to see people in there and, to get their whole ensemble,
Yeah, it's a 365 full go around photo booth. So go in there and get your picture made. I'm sure they're gonna be lovely, and it's probably a pretty good line to actually get in that photo booth.
I hope so. I think it'll be fun. But dressing up, I guess it's the thing to do. We'll be in our black shirts and used to be red shirts. So.
Last thing we don't forget to before we go, we do have a podcast room set up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right off the show floor. And we will be interviewing pizzeria owners for the Hot Slice podcast. Mm-hmm. If you would like, if you're going to be at Pizza Expo and you're like, man, I would love to be on that podcast, send Denise D. Greer at pizzatoday.com or myself, Jay White at pizzatoday.com an email and let us know. Otherwise, though, don't be rattled if Denise, Josh, myself, or Katie just come up to you, grab you by the shoulder and say, hey, let's go do a podcast really quickly upstairs. Don't freak out.
Let's hear your story.
Right?
I'm kind of known to do that. I'll look at people's name badges. I'm like, hey, I know your pizzeria. Come on, let's go do a podcast.
And, everybody likes to tell their story. And people love to hear the pizzeria stories. So, that's what it's all about.
I know, because, some people think, well, I don't know what I have to share with the industry. Well, you're in business. You're doing what other people have dreamed of doing. So you do have a lot of value and a lot to share with the industry.
If you have gone into one of the hardest businesses in which to succeed that has a high failure rate, and you've managed to stay in business 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you got through that pandemic, you are still employing people, you are still operating profitably, giving back to your community. Trust me, you've got a story to tell that will resonate with others, and we want to give you that platform to tell that story.
Absolutely. I don't think we can go out on a better note right there.
I think that's where we need to go out. So I guess I'll see you guys. I'll see you in Las Vegas, Denise.
Yes.
And Jeremy, I don't know. We might be flying on the same flight together.
I think we're on the same flight. I will see you at the
I'll see you at the airport.
I'll see you at the party Sunday.
Yes. And do not forget, pizza people, ask Denise for an autograph in Las Vegas, please.
No.
If you do anything, make sure you do that.
All right. We'll see you in Vegas.
See you guys.
See ya.